Oh. Welcome back, Split Screeners. I'm your host, Tyler Payne, and we've got some good stuff for you tonight, so keep watching. Good evening, Split Screeners. We're back again with a really fun look into the START program here at Oregon State. You know, the one that all the freshmen have to go through while we look at them with terror in our eyes. But before we meet our guest, our remote news anchor Griffin Tennell has a lot to catch you up on from this last week. Take it away, Griffin.
What's up, Split Screeners? I'm back with the nerdy news you need to know about in the world of video games, and it's been a couple of weeks. Before we get started, though, I do want to remind you that all of you stated by me are my opinions, not anyone else's, mine alone. With that out of the way, let's get to the news. So, if you haven't been on the internet in the past couple weeks, you may not have heard about Pokemon Go Fest. And unfortunately, Pokemon Go Fest was a massive, colossal failure. It's really to the point where I almost feel bad for Niantic. Everyone's reporting on the negative aspects, you see. The lines were hours long, the servers weren't working, and most people couldn't even play the game. The scorching heat really didn't help either. Chicago's Grant Park is wide open, with very little shade, and the high temperature of summers, attendants were wishing that they had a Squirtle with water gun to cool them off. Anyways, Niantic has already said they were unhappy with how the event went. In fact, they said, quote, "Hopefully this is something that we will never see replicated again. Learn from this and move on." Niantic is even refunding and giving in-game items to attendees. But here's the thing I have about these events. They're for the hardest of hardcore fans. While part of the reasons for these events is announcements and exclusives, it's really about being together with a community that all love the same thing. It's the reason that conventions like Minecon, BlizzCon, even RTX exist. It's the reason that PAX is so successful, and why San Diego Comic-Con is such a big deal. These are for the fans, and I admit that Niantic probably should have been more prepared. They should have realized that all those people on their phones in such a small area might cause some problems. But booing the CEO of Niantic when he comes out on stage is just rude.
Thanks, Rachel.
And frankly, chanting "fix the game" while the hosts are trying to host really isn't much better.
I love to do was wait for somebody else to knock down a gym.
I mean, the pier has the biggest, like, mobs almost 1/4 this size running for rare Pokemon.
Oh, wow, this looks like an awesome video here. We got a Blissey and a Alakazam coming in.
As a host myself, I know it's hard to keep going, even when the crowd's not into it. But when the crowd is actively booing you, that makes it even harder. I have to give complete props to Niantic and the hosts that they hired for doing that. They got put into an impossible situation. And frankly, the truth about all this is that it wouldn't even be a news piece if it went off well. There would have probably just been a small piece about this is where you can get the legendary Pokemon, and that would have been it. I have to give major props though to the CEO of Niantic, John Hank, who after he got booed on stage, just ended up sitting down at the edge of it and talking to the fans in the front row. It really gave me respect for them. It's part of the reason that moments like these are why I am so interested in Niantic as a small team working with such a big property. And frankly, because of that, I have faith in them that they'll do better next time, and they'll continue to try to make Pokemon Go better. Now I want to discuss some sales numbers today, specifically the NPD numbers for the month of June 2017. Every month, NPD releases the top-selling games of physical releasing. This was the following top 10. Tekken 7, Injustice 2, Grand Theft Auto 5, Crash Bandicoot N. Sane Trilogy, ARMS, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, Mario Kart 8, Overwatch, NBA 2K17, Horizon Zero Dawn. Now, it's always expected that GTA 5 and some sports game is going to be in the top 10. Overwatch also still sells a lot of copies, and Tekken 7 makes sense, as June was the month leading up to EVO 2017. The two pieces I found most interesting in this are exclusives. Nintendo was most impressive as they had a port of a Wii U game, a brand new IP, and Zelda still being in the top 10 despite it being nearly impossible to get Nintendo Switch consoles. Most of those I'm impressed by ARMS. It's a new game and I never expected it to do this well despite being such a fun game. The most impressive of those is Crash Bandicoot N. Sane Trilogy. The game came out June 30th. It literally only had one day to get itself to the top 10 list. It only had 24 hours to sell thousands of copies. I hope this means that we're going to see more mascot platformers, more Crash Bandicoot, or even a remastered Spyro game that fans have been asking for. Please. And that's everything I've got. Have a great week, Split Screeners. Now back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks, Griffin. Man, I kind of feel bad for Niantic, but hey, maybe they'll make a comeback someday. I'll let you guys decide how you feel about the game. Moving away from the news, we sat down with Carol, Joe, and Keagan last week to learn about the behind the scenes of the STAR program and to get to know the faces behind the orange polos. Take a look.
Hello, Split Screeners. I'm Emmy, and I'm sitting down today with Carol, Joe, and Keagan. Carol is a START coordinator with the new student programs and family outreach. Joe and Keagan are START leaders. We're here to gain a better understanding of what START really does behind the scenes and to get to know why these lovely individuals have chosen to get involved with the program. Hi guys, how are you doing today and how's your summer going?
It's going really well. We've had a lot of fun so far.
Really good.
Very good.
Awesome. Okay. All right, let's get down to business, shall we? So the first question I have for you guys is really, really simple. What brought you to START? What inspired you to join the program? We'll start with Carol, and then after you've just told us what inspired you to join, what's made you stay?
I think what inspired me the most to join was just my experience at my START session. I remember feeling really nervous, and it was my first time being on campus, and I was a first-generation college student, so I just didn't know what to expect.
Same.
And my START leader helped me feel so at home and relaxed, and all I could remember thinking during orientation was, I would have her job at some point. And so I kind of had it on my mind for the entire school year that I would apply once my first year ended, so
fantastic. Joe?
Really through START, I needed a job for the summer, and I knew this would be a good way to have a job for the summer secured. I could take online classes and be on campus for the entire summer, and I've met a ton of new people through it, and it's been a great experience so far.
Awesome. Keagan?
I would bounce off the same as Carol, but in a different perspective. I had a pretty weird START experience.
Me too.
With my START leader, it was just a rough, odd start into college, so I was like, I want to give these kids a better experience than I did. So
awesome. Yeah. That's really nice, you guys. I had a really good start. I had a weird start program, but once I got into it, it felt a lot better. So most of us have gone through the START orientation program as freshmen, but not a lot of us understand what it takes to get to that point in the program. Can you guys give us a little insight to what being a part of that program from start to finish looks like? You guys pick who goes first, or you can just coordinate.
I can kind of talk about day one a little bit. So when students come to campus, they're asked to check in during a certain point, and then they go to their opening session, and they're shown a video about what their Oregon State experience could look like, and things along those lines. And then they split off to different small groups where they meet with their START leader for the day, and that START leader will take them through several icebreaker exercises with their group.
All right, so what about you guys? What do you guys do to prepare for that day one experience? I know you guys get hired and you guys start training in the spring, is that right?
Yes, so the START leaders go through a class they have to take, and they can take it for credit or no credit, but it's required in order for them to have the job over the summer, and they just learn a lot about on-campus resources and how to have conversations with parents and students and stuff along those lines.
What's it like to kind of train for the conversations with the parents? Do you guys have to prepare for an onslaught of questions?
Well, a big thing that we have, the entire class that we took, is just learning how to answer every single question that they can throw at us, basically.
What's the hardest one?
A lot of stuff with UHDS and just confusing on how to get into housing stuff. I always have to send them to somebody else because that's easier.
What's the hardest for you?
Parents can ask you some uncomfortable questions.
Oh wow!
They don't really hold back.
What's the worst one that you've ever heard? that you have a memory of?
I mean, going into it, the parents will, like, because we have a parent panel. The first parent panel I had was like just immediately off the bat about drinking.
Oh, perfect.
And it's like you have to be honest. So it's
yeah.
It was a little weird.
It's a lot of pressure. It is. Parents put a lot of pressure on staff, even though we are students, to kind of give their kids the leg up on everything. What does it take to get hired as a start leader?
So my job as a coordinator is kind of to oversee some of the hiring process. So start leaders go through a really thorough interviewing format, and they usually will start off through group interviews, and out of those group interviews we select people to individually interview, and then after that, once they're selected, they go through the training class. They have to go through a bunch of like tests and exams and stuff that they have to pass as well. And so it's kind of like the process as far as what we usually look for is like people that are really involved and like are excited about working with first-year students and are diverse in many ways.
Thanks for watching Split Screeners. Remember that you can see the full interview online on our YouTube channel, KBVR-TV, and check out our Facebook page for the upload. We'll see you back in the studio.
Hey guys, welcome back to the studio. Did you guys have a good weekend?
Yeah, I had a really good weekend actually. I got to go up to Portland, see some friends I haven't seen in a while. Great time.
I was very sweaty.
Yeah, the heat's been out of control. Triple digit.
Yeah.
I spent some time at home with my mom in Eugene, so that was really nice. What did you do this weekend?
This weekend I worked a little. I worked 4 hours on the weekends, but then I played a lot of golf because I work on a golf course.
Oh, cool.
So it was a lot of fun. And besides that, I didn't really do anything else. Have any of you guys gotten to look at our game yet? You know, play it or watch some gameplay of it?
Oh yeah, after you guys told me what game it was going to be, I definitely did go do my research, and I'm very confident going into this.
No, so you're going to be the best.
Oh yeah.
And if you're not, we're going to make fun of you.
Oh, no stress. I'm cool as a cucumber for sure.
Okay. Hold you to that. What about you?
I'm going into this blind, so we'll see how it goes.
You know what we were playing, but you have no idea anything about it or anything.
A little bit, yeah. I looked at some videos, but I haven't gotten like that much practice.
Okay.
Same thing he said.
Yeah.
But I did not know what the game was going to be. I forgot. I forgot.
See, you handicapping yourself by just not knowing anything.
I want the viewers to have a genuine experience.
So they're going to watch you kind of struggle a little all around and everything.
Yeah. I'm an underdog, so.
All right. Well, it's fantastic to have you all here. We're going to have a lot of fun tonight. First, we're going to take a quick break, though. Don't go anywhere, because when we come back, we'll be watching the start leaders try to work as a team in the game Overcooked. Guys, move your controllers. Welcome back, Split Screeners. We're here with Carol, Joe, and Keegan from the START program, and we're about to find out how they fare as a team in Overcooked. Are you guys ready?
I was born ready, Tyler.
Born ready. Yeah, Mr. Watched some videos before to make sure. All right. Well, I'm expecting big things out of Keegan because he is the most prepared.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so go ahead and get started.
All right,
so Overcooked is a cooking simulation game where players control a number of chefs in kitchens filled with various obstacles and hazard to rapidly prepare meals to a specific order in under a time limit. It originally launched for PC, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One in 2016. Just last month, though, a version was released for the Nintendo Switch. It was nominated for 4 awards at the 13th British Academy Games Awards, eventually winning 2 for Best British Game and Best Family Game. As for gameplay, during a round, the players are presented with an order which must be completed within a short time window. Our chefs, the players here, work together to complete that meal in time. The cooking aspect is made difficult by the layout of the kitchen, which changes every level. Oh, look at that dog. Wow. What's the king? Does he look like an onion or something?
I'm pretty sure he's an onion. I don't know.
He's the Burger King.
The Burger King.
He's got a great looking mustache, though.
Oh, look, it's the spaghetti monster. Pastafarian? Is that the
Pastafari.
The religion
Oh,
based on
yeah.
the spaghetti.
Flying spaghetti
Yeah,
monster.
the person that invented that actually went to OSU.
Really?
I did
Yeah,
not
I
know
learned
that.
about that.
That's something to
in
be proud
my
of,
psych
I guess.
courses.
That's that start education coming in handy. I didn't even know
There
that.
it is.
Is that
We
a
need
fun
tomato.
fact you tell the incoming freshmen? Like, hey, any of you like the religion pastafarian? Because the guy who invented it went to our school.
Yeah, well, I learned that he wanted to prove to people that anyone could believe in anything, so he just created that and got a following base.
Yeah, and I remember, I know in some states, like, if you claim it as your religion, you can get your, like, driver's license photo taken with, like, a pasta strainer on your head.
I saw some guy, he had to go through a couple months of legal issues in order to do that.
Sorry for all the tomatoes.
It's okay. I'm like having a hard time figuring out which ones are cut.
Oh my
My
lord,
blood
Carol.
pressure is like through the roof.
No
right
worry, Keagan. I feel like you've got
So-
so much pressure
This
right
is-
now. Okay.
This is horrible.
So right now you guys are, one of you on the right is putting the food in the middle, and the other two are cutting up the food and putting it on plates, which are then served to the spaghetti monster, who has who's very big teeth. That's a little,
Oh yeah,
Okay, there's tomatoes.
a little over the
fairly
top.
weirdly shaped. Yeah, and in the top left you can see that those are the orders they have to make. So it
we
tells
need-
you how many parts of lettuce and tomatoes they have to put in. There's a little bar that shows time, and when that bar runs out, the meal goes away. Bottom left is their score, so they've got 102 right now, and then bottom right is time.
Oh, we're
So
killing it.
who's on the right? Who's
That's me.
That's
so
Keagan.
Keegan's
Oh,
on the
Keagan.
right,
I'm just in the gauntlet right now.
and then
I go
who's
for
up
that.
at the chopping block?
Oh, I'm definitely up at the top chopping block.
And
I'm the
I'm
one
just-
spinning in circles
I'm
right
just
now.
chilling, waiting for something else to cut. There.
This is
chilling.
insane. This is like Cookie Mama on cocaine, basically.
I feel like a single parent right
It's
now.
insane.
Interesting.
It's like watching my dad cook.
So, are you guys, master chefs in your own life? You made some great.
I make
Okay.
great mac and cheese.
What's the worst thing you've ever made? Or your
People-
worst
okay.
your worst kitchen
So
experience?
it's not like I like it, but people always judge me when I make it. But I like to make this like pasta with mayonnaise and tuna and cheese. I don't know. Everyone's always grossed out by that, but
Pasta and tuna? Mac and
yeah.
cheese with pasta and tuna.
no. It's just like pasta, tuna, mayonnaise.
Pasta, tuna, mayonnaise.
Yeah. Oh, and
Okay.
ketchup. That was it.
And
Oh,
ketchup.
ketchup.
Yes.
I'm not down
Oh.
anymore.
That's a very interesting
That's not
flavor
great.
combination.
Sounds like Lay's.
That
trying
sounds
to make
horrible.
If it's something you like, keep making
It
it.
tastes good. I don't know. No one ever wants to try it, but
Onion Guy's giving us a speech. I guess he took us to
Guy.
1993. Great.
I like all the cans and the TV
Be
on like
brave,
the
my
books. He's a king, but he like
Oh,
sits
he
with
chills
the
out.
TV.
He's got
Yeah.
soup cans.
wait, what was their
Jump
score?
off
He
this.
gets thirsty.
All right, Keegan, what's your worst kitchen experience?
Oh, I mean, like every other experience is pretty bad. I'm not the best. I can only make
Here we
about chicken, rice, and broccoli, and it's edible.
It's edible.
Yeah.
Worst kitchen experience for me was in Foods 1 in high school. We were all making mini pizzas, and I was in charge of pulling it out of the oven, and my fingers slipped off of the paper, or not the paper towels, but the towels we were using, and I just had to like press my finger against it, because otherwise I would just throw in everybody's pizzas. I burnt my finger pretty good. Did not feel great.
Serious burn or just like one of those little ones?
It was
that
like a little,
blisters up?
little one, but it still didn't feel great.
All right, so looks like in this one, you guys, you all share the same space
Oh,
in
here
this
we go.
one.
Yeah.
Are those onions?
Oh, we're on the onion soup.
Onion
grind
soup.
now. Just gotta put
So you
3
gotta
in
put
there.
three.
There you
It
go.
looks like it's 3 parts onion.
3
and
parts
that's
onion.
in. That's it.
I think that green bar on the bottom is like how much it's cooked, and so we gotta serve it when it's done.
All right, all right.
But that's just a hunch.
Plates are super far away.
There we go.
Ah,
So,
Bling
what are
wow
your
right
guys'
there.
like hobbies?
Oh,
Like,
where
what do
did I
you
put
do when you're not being a start leader or taking classes, like you said, Joe?
I was gonna say taking classes, but in my free time, I just kind of hang out. I am living with a bunch of friends off campus, and so it's a really good time.
You mentioned before all your friends are tuned in. You want to say hi to them?
Oh, hey, Jordan, Guillermo, Dominic, and Christian. Good to see you. Hey,
Hello.
Dad. My dad's tuning in as well.
Oh, hello, Joe's dad.
Oh yeah,
oh no, we
James
have to
Noreen
pick
is
up the
great.
plate. Ah.
I got it.
Okay.
There we go.
Oh, what a save! You got it.
Oops.
What about you, Carol?
free time, over the summer, I kind of just hang out with friends as well. But during the school year, I'm like involved in some clubs, like College Democrats and Active Minds, stuff like that. But I've been enjoying finally watching Netflix lately. So.
What series have you been going on?
I've actually started Shameless.
Shameless.
Like really like it, but it's an interesting show.
All right, Keegan.
All right. What was the
Besides
question?
melting,
Oh,
how do you spend your free time?
Well, I mean, I hang out with my friends a lot. I sing in an a cappella group called Outspoken. We sang on that, or we sang on this, not this show, but another show on Orange Media.
Locals Live, probably.
Probably that one.
That is the live music show.
I'm struggling. I'm sorry. But yeah,
Cool.
Yeah, you're trying to multitask here. Come on, I'm testing you.
I'd like to give a shout out to some of my boys watching the show right now. My girlfriend Lauren. Hey.
Aw, that's sweet.
Oh, that's sweet.
Nah.
I want to give a shout out to my mom because that's the only person I know that's watching. But
I don't want to see. I don't want my mom to see me embarrass myself.
probably.
Cooking mama.
So, as
Wait,
start
why are
leaders,
they-
I'm sure there's a lot of fun things that happen throughout the day. What's so far your favorite moment as a start leader?
Oh man.
Funniest or fun?
like
funny.
serious or
Either.
funny?
Either. You know, when you think of like your favorite moment, whether it's funny or serious, what's the first thing that pops into your
I
head?
feel like it's hard for me to put a moment to it, but I think every time that we do OSU Chants and Traditions, there's just a very special feeling to it. And it's kind of like you feel very proud to be a Beaver, and that's always my favorite part about Start because everyone's like super into it that's on our team, and like you just kind of feel like a family. Oh no, our time's up.
Ooh. But what'd you, 140.
Bling, wow, that's 140 points.
We've done
3
better,
stars,
though.
look at that.
3 stars.
Killing
I'm sure
it.
we could do better.
Oh, so in Start we do these superlatives towards the end of the year, or end of the summer, and everyone votes on them. One of the ones I got was
Awesome,
most
yeah.
likely to give you a golden star. I'm not sure why, but
You just want everyone to succeed, so you're like, yeah, you did great. Here, have a
yes.
star. You know,
like good job, y'all.
like you just stars for anything. Like, hey, you got out of bed today. Congratulations.
yeah, you
Here's
made
a
it
star.
to work on time. Congratulations.
Okay. What about you, Keegan?
What was the question again?
What's your favorite start moment? I know.
Oh man.
So there's a couple. So we play. They're called icebreakers, or like little games we play with the group freshmen in small groups. And one of my friends was happened to be a freshman, and we played this game called All My Friends and Neighbors, where everyone gets into like a circle and says like a characteristic about them that they have and someone else might have. So like everyone like runs around and like tries to get in a new spot, but there's always one spot. And so there's a Dixon Rec night, and he said, all my friends and neighbors who need a hot date to Dixon night, and no one said anything, and they just kind of laughed, and there were like 70 people around. It was the greatest thing ever.
That was different.
I played that one.
I don't know what I'm doing. Okay.
I played that one during my start. I remember because I remember mine was I like all my friends who like Netflix was mine.
Oh.
I think all but 2 people moved, and I
You were like,
remember
"Come
someone's like, really, you don't like Netflix? I find that hard to believe.
You're like,
Like who doesn't like Netflix? Like
Off to a great
I
start.
had leading that one down to science because I would always in the middle go all my friends and neighbors who haven't been in the middle yet. And then
I did that too.
oh, that's
great minds think alike, Carol.
calling them out. And
Oh
just
yeah,
like
I do my best
Why is our onion?
because it was burning, Carol.
Okay,
burning.
see, I
How about you
dropped
put it? How
So
about you put another tomato in
Sorry.
Where
there?
do I put this one?
I don't
Plate?
think I was the one who put the tomato in.
So you guys are making onion soup and tomato soup.
Oh,
So
yeah.
same as the last one,
I keep
3
getting
parts
pushed
onion,
away
but then
from
one
it.
that's 3 parts tomato.
Definitely throws a wrench into the mix, for sure.
Well, you shouldn't throw a wrench into your food
Oh,
at all.
no.
People won't
This
think
is
that's good
horrible.
at
I
all.
need to get this.
My blood pressure is just like skyrocketing right
I know, I
now.
feel like this is like.
This is very stressful.
Doctor,
We have
You
two,
think,
we
oh,
have
it's a
2
simple-
pots full of tomato right now. Nobody put any onion in here.
All right, I'm gonna make onions.
Oh,
my
it's gonna
Lord.
catch fire.
Gonna be-
I got
Carol,
it.
where are
I
the
got it.
onions?
I am chopping.
I have to do everything right now.
Oh my gosh.
Put onions in the left one for sure.
Wait, why? Oh, I see.
There we go. I think we're absolutely going to shatter the world record for this one, probably.
Maybe.
The world.
Is there like a sprint button?
So did you guys meet through Start, or did you guys know each other beforehand?
I didn't know either of these people before Start for sure.
Yeah, so they got hired. I mean, I kind of saw them go through the interview process, but all of us did bond through Start. So it's cool because you make like a new group of friends that you wouldn't have ever met. I need to chop this.
Are there people in Start that you've met that you looked at originally and you're like, oh, I'm probably not going to get along with them, and then you're like, oh yeah, these people are great?
Keagan and I hit it off pretty early for sure.
It was a home run.
Oh yeah.
In the beginning.
No, I think
Home run? Is that like a football term?
Something like that.
Yeah.
You're thinking
It's
lacrosse
a baseball
actually.
term. Do you guys have a favorite sports team? Speaking of sports, you watch sports?
I
No.
do.
Big fan of the Trailblazers for sure.
Trailblazers?
It's hard to watch the Trailblazers.
I know it's hard to watch, but
Because you're like, man, they can be really good, but it's just kind of like, are they
frustrating.
going to be? Because they're pretty inconsistent at times.
They
Yeah.
choose not to be good most of the time.
yeah.
Pretty unfortunate.
There we go.
What's
Oh.
your favorite icebreaker?
Oh, I would always do the one where I would bring a roll of toilet paper in my backpack, and then I would always, we're off
them
to a
all
great
white.
start with the toilet paper.
Okay,
But
okay.
I would always introduce it as the toilet paper game, and then we would pass it in a circle, and I'd say, just grab as much as you need, and so they're all confused. And then by the time we get around, I didn't tell them what the rules were, but then for every square of toilet paper you grabbed, you'd have to tell a fun fact to the entire group. And so we'd have the pranksters who would get like 11 or 12 squares of toilet paper. It was great.
Do you participate in that, right?
Oh yeah, no,
Right.
but I know what I'm getting into, so I only grab like 2 or 3. But I don't grab one because then everybody will grab one. I've got it down to a science at this point.
Tell me one of your fun facts.
Ooh, one of my fun facts is that I can ride a unicycle. I got pretty good at that.
Oh,
Yeah.
that sounds cool.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I think you
All right.
shared that with us when we first met.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, oh cool.
One thing that brings the Start leaders close together for sure is that we
All
have to go
right.
on this mandatory Start retreat together.
Yes.
All right,
Oh, yeah.
this is going to be your last game, and since it's your last game, the stakes are high, and we're expecting
Oh,
big
my
things.
gosh.
oh man.
And we're
Okay.
going to give you some warnings.
We
when
have 0
you're running out
tomatoes
of time.
out, and all we need is tomatoes. So,
Oh really?
Oh yeah.
Shoot,
I feel like I'm
whatever.
in Benihana.
I'm
I
just.
feel like I'm working at Benihana. Now we need mushrooms.
Yeah, I'm just throwing it
Oh
in
no! Oh good.
Oh, there it
Okay,
is.
I've got a
You
mushroom.
guys guys better hurry because we might cut your gameplay off early if,
Oh.
if
Oh,
you
no.
don't do well enough.
Or
Yeah.
Oh man.
right now.
Oh, your
Whoa,
ship's
what?
moving.
Okay, wait,
yeah,
what?
everything's gonna
Oh,
ship.
my
Why is
Lord.
everything moving?
Oh,
this
this
is
is
messing with me.
horrible.
Okay.
Come on,
No,
guys.
it's gonna burn.
Come on, we're expecting
Get the
big
fire
things.
extinguisher. Oh my Lord, this is horrible. This is a mess. Oh my goodness. Somebody put that out. Oh,
Come
this
on,
one's
Joe.
gonna catch fire. Okay, here
I'm
we
making
go.
mushrooms.
Come on,
Oh.
Joe.
I have an
I
important
thought you
job.
said you were
Oh,
prepared.
everything's
you were
on
gonna be the
fire.
best.
Oh my Lord.
Well, I have one
Oh.
plate of mushrooms.
This reminds
and
me-
Everything's
everything.
on fire.
This is going
This reminds
so
me of that
well.
Gordon Ramsay clip.
Oh,
where you're
yeah.
like, what are you?
Oh my Lord, this is
Okay.
horrible.
Come
I've
on,
got the
Joe.
mushrooms.
You said you were good at
Sandwich.
this.
Oh no! Where are the mushrooms?
I wasn't expecting everything to catch on fire.
I've
There
got
we
the
go.
mushrooms
Oh my
ready.
God.
I'm putting
and I need
everything out.
a plate for them. Where's the plate?
Well, everything's on fire, Carol. I don't know.
Hey, I've got one plate ready.
Okay.
Something's still on fire.
Oh, I got it. There it is. Oh.
Where's the fire?
I expected more from you, Carol.
Oh,
I'm the
Carol,
one
this is a
you
mess.
know, I think
Carol, you're
that
fired.
we
I love
might
it,
have
thank
to. We should probably
Yeah,
stop this. You
that's
know,
fair. End it
just-
early.
That's the warning lights.
Oh, yeah.
That's
There
the
it
warning
is.
lights.
Not proud
Okay.
of that.
You're not proud of that? You
Oh
know?
no. I didn't want to end on that note
My
for
end of the
sure.
bargain.
You think
I did my
you
best.
handicapped yourself?
Oh, you're gonna look at me.
You handicapped yourself, so you did pretty well.
I did.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's all the time we have for tonight. Thank you guys for joining us. It was a lot of fun. Did you guys have fun?
Oh yeah.
You know, I'm sure the worst part of that was everything catching on fire for you guys at the end there.
Yeah.
Oh well. Don't get too sad, split screeners, because we're back again in 2 weeks. Remember to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter for everything you need to know in the world of gaming. We'll see you next time, split screeners. And remember, it's always better to game together.